Hi, anybody. Welcome to the channel, Jay's Bucket. I'm Jay, and as always, my building buddy Jay is hanging out here with me, even though we're not building today. Anyhow, welcome into the podcast. This is the show where I talk about a little bit more than just Lego. I call it Bucket Life. This is episode number 7. We've been doing this officially. If you watched one episode a day, we'd be doing this for 1 week now today. And this episode is called 5 More Days. Because when this drops on Friday, guys, there's only 5 days left until Christmas. And this will be the last podcast before Christmas. If you're watching this instead of listening, you'll notice the golden Santa hat, and you'll notice the shirt says Jay. It's a little reindeer. Isn't it cute? Shout out to the mother-in-law for making the shirt for me. But you guys get a little sneak preview of what I'm going to be wearing tonight on the live stream for 24 straight days of Lego Advent Calendar live builds, because that's what I've been doing right now from December 1st until December 24th, streaming every single day. And my thoughts right now is, man, 24 straight days of streaming is kind of tiring, and this one is coming late in the evening, a recording for this one as well, because I just can't seem to find any other time to do it other than kind of late at night. But that's okay. I do enjoy doing these podcasts. So we're going to be getting back into the Sunday regular kind of 7:30 p.m. Eastern live streams in the new year. January 5th will be the first one. All right, we are going to jump into this episode's weekly shout out. And this one's going to a bit of a newer viewer. And I don't necessarily want to give these shout outs in any kind of chronological order of how you've been coming into the channel or not. But this one's going to one Seth Bland, everybody's best friend. This guy is awesome. He's so welcoming and kind, and this guy literally gives me a Q&A almost every podcast that I've been asking for Q&As to be had. So I appreciate Seth. He's a really nice guy. I remember one time was talking about how I build sets, and I am very much a set builder. I'm not really a mock builder. And, I said something along the lines of, I'm sure someone might make fun of me or something for strictly building sets. And, he stuck up for me, and he was like, you know what, man, you just build how you want to build. Don't worry about how other people want to build. So that kind of stuck out to me. So Seth, I appreciate you. You're an awesome dude. Anytime I come in on the live streams over on Clickin' and Brickin', you're always welcoming to everybody. The running joke is you're everybody's best friend. So although you're Clickin' Cliff's best friend, but I think everybody wants to be Seth's best friend. I think he plays guitar too. He does have a YouTube channel where I'm pretty sure he writes his own songs and stuff. So that's pretty awesome. I've heard he has another channel, but I haven't actually found it yet. So Seth, if you want to throw your channels down in the comments below, that'd be cool. Check all your channels out. Other people can too. But Seth is a really nice guy, and I really appreciate Seth being here. So there we go. Weekly shout out going out to one Seth Bland. All right, we are gonna try something new here. We're calling this one the Studtastic Voyage. I want to kind of go through and showcase how I've gotten people here on the map. Not necessarily how, but who's been on the map here. I'm kind of behind on that. There's a lot of people on this map here, just little studs all over the world here. I am so blown away at how many people have come from across the globe and that have been added onto Jay's Bucket Lego map here. I'm a little undecided on how I want to do this. I want to do everybody who's gotten stud put on during the week since the last podcast, And then I think I also need to kind of throw back to some of the other people that have been added on here as well. So I'll be honest, I just thought of that last part about adding people that have been on here already, because I was trying to figure out how do I showcase them, but also the new people, and figure it out. So next week I will definitely try and kind of go back and figure out exactly who's on here and showcase a few people at a time. I need to make like a list of who's on here. But this week we've added 2 new people. We added Amelia, which she's been awesome in the live streams for these Lego Advent calendars. She wanted an aquamarine stud, and she's in Illinois there. So I told her I'm pretty sure I have one, and then I came over here and I was like, oh my goodness, I actually didn't have one in this little container that I keep all the studs in. So I had to go over to where I have all my studs organized for, and I found one there. So you do have an aquamarine stud on there, Amelia. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And then we got Mando. Mando wanted to be way over in Alaska, and he wanted to be a blue stud. So Mando, you're on here as well. Thank you for being here. Mando was awesome in those live streams as well. Generally, that's where everyone's coming in from, is the Advent Calendar live streams. Let me see if I can... I know... Okay, because I don't know what I'm doing here. So I'm going to start off with myself here. Jay's stud is here in the Moncton area. I'll start with myself. So I'm officially on the Lego map as well, and I promise next week I will actually showcase someone more important, some of you here on the Lego map. But yeah, that's going to be Studtastic Voyage. That's what that segment's going to be called. Maybe we're going to change that name every week. I don't know yet. But this week we're going with Studtastic Voyage. Shout out to the Brick Baron for coming up with that name. That was pretty awesome. All right, so let's check out new bricks in the bucket. A few things here. I did buy a few small sets in order to claim this awesome space tic-tac-toe set. One set is kind of Christmassy themed that we probably won't get to this year. And then there are a couple other sets that I'm actually going to zip my lips on because they will probably get live built in the future. And the way I do the live build sets is I give you clues and hints on what set is going to be. And if I outright tell you what sets I bought, you'll be able to guess them super easily. So we're not going to give away what sets they are, but I did get a couple small sets in order to claim the Space Tic-Tac-Toe set. So there we go. Have you guys heard of this $1,000 Star Wars set? I'm sure you have. I think that's absolutely bananas. I will not be buying that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you will. But I think that's absolutely crazy. I was even talking to my buddy about it, and he's a huge Star Wars fan. He may not even be buying it, and he generally buys a lot of Star Wars Lego, sorry. So yeah, we'll see how well that one sells out there. And then there also is a leaked Blacktron set that I just couldn't seem to avoid scrolling through my feed. That Blacktron set looks really, really cool. I'd like to know a price point on it, but we are over here on the Lego site on the coming soon page, and already there's some pretty awesome sets. We got the modular galactic spaceship. That's a pretty cool looking set. I really like that. $100 is not great, but I mean, that's a set I could see myself live building. Actually, since we're here, new bricks in the bucket, I finally picked out the set I'm going to be keeping throughout next year's lives, and it's actually one of the space sets. I don't have the set number in front of me because I was not prepared to reveal that at this moment, but I figured, hey, why not? So that modular galactic spaceship looks really cool. Click and Cliff is going to like this one. We got a medieval dragon. That is a 3-in-1, folks. That looks really cool. Looks like it's got a phoenix and a giant serpent with it as well. Maybe even like... that's pretty cool. $80 for a 3-in-1. I am down all day for that. It's even got shield pieces. Look at that. Wings look really cool on that. Oh, there's a lot of cool Lego sets coming out next year. My bank account is gonna hate me. We got a red tractor farm with trailer and sheep. We got some sheep coming in, some molded sheep. That's pretty cool. That's a nice cheap set, 25 bucks. Oh, it's a 4 plus set. Could have been a little cheaper, maybe like a 19.99 or something. But anyhow, oh, we got the lifeguard beach rescue truck. That's a cool little set. 30 bucks seems kind of decent for that. 214 pieces. It's a nice little set. Comes with a shark. Can never go wrong with a shark. Ooh, and I like the little first aid kit there. That's pretty cool. Looking through here, Wild Animals Pink Flamingo. Did we see that before? Yes, that's got the axolotl. We got an emergency ambulance. I think that was new. That's got a lot of those. It's got to have that like neon yellow color that I really like. I answered a Q&A last week from Cliff, and that was one of the colors that are probably one of my favorites from Lego. Pretty neat. Holiday Adventure Camper Van. That looks really cool. That's a nice looking build. That is very nice. Detailed. 40 bucks. Okay, that's a nice build. I could see myself live building that at some point. I really like these race car packs, especially for the price. 70 pieces, they're not going to be huge builds, but I don't know. I really like these. They're almost like little soapbox cars or something. I think these are so cool. You may not like them, but I don't know. I like those a lot. Then we got a donut truck. Nice little... Well, not little, nice big Homer Simpson donut on the top of that donut truck. That's pretty cool. We got a off-road 4x4 mountain truck. That's pretty cool too. That's going to go really nice with that camper van, and the price doesn't seem to be too bad for these smaller sets. We got the scrapyard with cars. That looks like a very neat set. $100, 871 pieces. Okay, I can live with that a little bit. That looks like a pretty neat set. I think that's going to be very, very cool. Let's see what else we got going here. We got a Friendship Camper Van Adventure, okay, from Friends. I will be honest, I like the City Camper Van a little better than that one. Not going to lie. We're moving on to page number 3. Oh, we got the Playful Cat. Oh, that's kind of cute. That's a 3-in-1. It comes with a bird and a rabbit, I think. Kind of hard to see that one. 407 pieces. Okay, for 30 bucks. That's not bad. Probably won't be buying it though. We got a Technic backhoe loader. There we go. Not a huge Technic guy, but not a bad set. We got a space robot. Is that a 3-in-1? It is a 3-in-1. It's a Creator 3-in-1 space. Can't really tell what the other two builds are offhand. What is that one? So it's a robot with like a balloon. And then we got a robot dog. I kind of like him. He's pretty cute. And then like a little spaceship. All right. Cute little set. I like it. Magical transparent box. Love it. And then we got the typewriter with flowers. I think this one was released like just after I finished my last podcast. It's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. For the 40 bucks, it's okay. Is it a 3-in-1 as well, or is it just like botanical? It is a 3-in-1 too. So it also comes with one of those like electric guitar things, and then a flower pot with a pen and a notepad. That is actually kind of neat. That's a nice little 3-in-1 actually. I don't mind that. Then we got the cute bunny, kind of evil looking bunny, not really that cute with the dark black eyes. All right, another 3-in-1. Then we got Wild Animals Surprising Spider. That's another 3-in-1. That's a pretty cool set. I don't mind that. $16.99. Okay, that seems like a half decent price. Red sports car for 13 bucks. Not bad. And we'll move on to page 4. Lots of stuff coming out. So many good sets. We got the red sports car again. Hogwarts Castle Charms class. I thought these might be similar to those foldable books, but I'm not quite sure. They definitely do fold up, but what do they fold up as? They kind of just fold... Oh yeah, these are the ones that go into that big Hogwarts castle. Okay. Don't know if I saw that one. There's going to be multiples of those, I'm sure. But a neat little build. We saw that airplane. Going to page 5. Not too much new here. Not too much new there. We We got Lloyd's Green Forest Dragon. I love the Ninjago dragons. Those are really cool. Dragonian Storm Village. $50 for 305 pieces. Okay. Page 6. I think we have seen most of these. Helicopter, Fire Truck, and Submarine Remix. That's a cool little set. Mix and match. I wonder what that's going to be all about. So this is $80 for 874 pieces. What does the whole mix and match thing have to do with it, though? Oh, you can literally take them apart in sections. Oh, and make like a Frankenstein vehicle. That's kind of cool. I don't mind that. Couple minifigures, well, 3 to be exact, 1 for each kind of theme there. That's a neat little concept. I kind of like that, making little Franken vehicles. All right, that's neat. And what was the price? Yeah, $80. A little expensive, but still a neat concept. I like it. Deep Sea Research Submarine. I think this is almost a remake of another set, just in like Technic form a little bit. Pretty cool though. We got the Race Plane. That is very similar to another plane that I already own, but this is a 3-in-1, so not quite the same. We got Z-Blob's Robot and Vehicle Adventure. These are usually like, I was going to say a 2-in-1, but apparently this is a 20-in-1. Are they really trying to get us to buy like 20 of these sets? Not a terrible price for $12.99, but how many different things can you build with this? Oh my goodness, there is literally 20 different styles of vehicles. I like the Scorpion one. That's pretty cool. All right. Not a bad little set from Dreams for $12.99. Okay. I can maybe get behind that. Obviously, I'm not going to buy 20 of those, but we got more Monster Jam stuff. I think Digatron is new. Thunderosaurus I don't think was new. Mateo and Z-Blob Action Race Car. I love those wheels. Those wheels look really cool. Cooper's Gaming Controller Jet. I think we saw that last time. Creative Dinosaurs. Okay, that's kind of neat. The classic Creative Dinosaurs. I have one of those sets, and it's still not even opened. I don't know if I'd get that. We got Bunchu's Creative Animal Adventure, another 20-in-1. Okay, all right. Here we go. We're going to get on this 20-in-1 train, maybe. I guess they're selling green building plates now, but I don't like these. These are curved at the corners, and you're missing like that extra stud there, so I really don't like those base plates at all. We got Surfing Dogs. That wasn't new. We got Creative Food Friends. That's kind of neat. Another classic one coming out. Just create like a watermelon pop, a taco, an avocado. That's kind of neat. Not for me, but kind of neat. We got some playrooms, a few playrooms from these Friends sets here. Izzy and Buncheroo the Gaming Bunny. Okay. Neat. I thought that might be a 20-in-1, but it's not. All right. What else is here? We got a Fire Ladder Truck. That's pretty neat, but a 4+ set for $25. It comes with like 6 pieces. I don't love that. 82 pieces, I'm joking, but even still, not a great piece count there for the price. We got some Duplo stuff, and yeah, that Blacktron Renegade set is officially on the site. That thing looks really cool. $130, 1151 pieces, 1151 pieces. I really like this set. This set is very cool. Blacktron is gonna probably come out with a few sets, I would say, this year, and this first one is really nice. I really like that. Ooh, that's gonna be another one I'm gonna want to get. Oh man, Lego, what are you doing to us? Coming up with all the cool stuff. All right, let's quickly jump over to the new page, because sometimes I like to put some pre-order stuff in here that I don't see. The Acclimator class assault ship. Did I miss that before? I don't even know. 450 pieces, $65. Not bad. Home One Star Cruiser. There's another one for pre-order. We got a Corvette Stingray. That's a new one. That's like a 2022 or something Corvette Stingray or something like that. I personally didn't like that version of the Stingray. I like the old one better. Just my opinion. Is there a way to search pre-order only? Availability coming soon. Pre-order. There we go. Let's see if we can just click on the pre-order, because that's really all I'm interested in at this moment. We got all those F1 sets. We got the F1 truck with RB20 and AMR24 F1 cars. I like the trailer in that. I'm not gonna lie. I know everyone's kind of down on these F1 sets. I don't love them completely, but I don't mind them. I think they're pretty cool. We got the pit crew with the Ferrari. We got the F1 garage with the Mercedes. I don't know. These are pretty good, like, kind of play style F1 sets here. Those are probably smaller versions of the Speed Champions for sure. We got F1 Williams Racing and Haas F1 Racing cars. All right. Not too shabby. So there we go. That is basically the new sets coming out. And I am definitely going to try and experiment with Streamlabs so that I can kind of show what I'm looking at on screen while I'm doing these. But again, this is meant to be more of a listen and kind of follow along, I guess, if you want. All right. So there's new bricks in the bucket. We're going to move over to what I'm just calling Happy Holidays. I'd like everybody to try and stay safe. I'd like everybody to try and be kind to each other. And I'd like everybody to try and love each other, because this is that time of year where we're all supposed to be happy and, kind to each other and all that stuff that you always hear about. But reality sets in sometimes. And sometimes, like, your emotions can get the best of you. I'm just going to say a little story here. I hope my family doesn't mind, but we were going to look at Christmas lights one night. And we were almost out the entire day. We were going, not necessarily Christmas shopping, but we had a bit of grocery shopping to do. There's this store that's kind of far away from me that I like to go and check out from time to time. There's actually two. They're kind of close to each other. One has sometimes a bunch of really old Lego sets. This guy gets stuff at, like, auctions and stuff, like sealed 4-digit numbered Lego sets, like I've bought new in the box still from there. So I love going and checking that out sometimes. And then there's this other store that's kind of like Christmassy themed all year round, and I'll go there every couple months and just kind of check it out, see if they've got Santa hats and whatnot and ugly Christmas sweaters, stuff like that. Anyhow, point of the story is we were out pretty much all day, but our plan was to go to a Santa Claus parade that was kind of not necessarily close, but in our area. So as we're going throughout the day, the day's kind of dragging on for the kids and whatnot, and there's 5 of us, so we all have different emotions going on all at the same time. And anyhow, it ended up happening that we were out for so long today, the youngest one just wasn't feeling it anymore, and by the time it was getting close to go to the Santa Claus parade, he just wasn't feeling it. He's saying his stomach wasn't feeling great. We were already out for supper. He wasn't really eating. And then, so we kind of switched the plans. We said, okay, well, what we'll do is, instead of going to the Santa Claus parade and getting cold and making that a long process, we said, we'll go drive around and look at Christmas lights. And, some of us were like, oh yeah, let's do that. Others were like, really? Like, can't we just go home? But so this got me thinking about, like, just in your family, like, your emotions, what you're feeling, probably don't match what someone else is feeling in all these different times. And like I said, Christmas is supposed to be these times of always be happy and always be joyful and whatnot. But, like, things happen throughout even a day where your emotions are changing and their emotions are changing and they're thinking this and you're thinking that, and it's like, it's really hard to get everyone to kind of line up and be on the same page sometimes, especially when you have, like, different age groups for the kids, and then you're the adults trying to figure this all out, and sometimes it can even be overwhelming for you as the adult. So we end up going for a cruise around the city, and I'll be honest, I was starting to get a little almost frustrated because we were going like over here and then over there and then over there and over there, and by the end of it everyone was just kind of done. But in the end, you know, it was supposed to be going about watching Christmas lights and having a good time with each other, and sometimes those outings that you plan that you think are going to be great just kind of end up being mediocre, or not necessarily bad. I'm sure they can turn out bad sometimes, but yeah, it made me thought about how different everyone's thoughts are, and how you gotta accommodate each other and try and get everyone to line up. Oh, another thing that happened is we wanted to listen to some Christmas music while we were doing this, and one of us didn't, very much so. So that was another thing that just kind of added to everything else. In the end, we got through it all. We ended up seeing some Christmas lights, but some emotions flared a little bit throughout that. And it's just like, it's just crazy how you think one thing is going to happen and it ends up being something completely different. So basically, just try and be kind. Be safe out there, and love each other as much as you can, because these holidays only come around once a year, and you know, we are supposed to kind of be jolly in these times, and I know sometimes it can be hard, but do your best to kind of stick it out for each other and get through the days, because when this thing drops, guys, we are 5 days away from Christmas. I can't even really believe that this is the last podcast before Christmas. So the next one is actually gonna be for like a New Year's kind of themed episode. And Seth, I'm getting to your question next week, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm gonna end the Happy Holidays segment there, and just be kind, love each other. It's sometimes it can be hard, but it's worth it in the end. So let's move on to a clue for January 5th's live build. I literally don't think anyone even makes it this far in the podcast, because not one person has ever guessed what this next set will be. So my clues are, the first one was, it's going to be a Star Wars set. That's the first clue I always give, is the theme. The next clue was, it's got a blue lightsaber in it. And maybe you're not guessing because my clues suck and these aren't even close to being able to being guessed what the actual set might be. My third clue was kind of lame, and it was a spaceship. Go figure. It's a Star Wars build, right? My fourth clue, and there should, I guess, be one more clue after this. This will be a lot of clues. My fourth clue, though, for this one is that ship has the name of a letter in it, and that goes along with today is Wednesday. You're going to be watching this minimum on Friday, but today's Wednesday, and we've now had the Y-wing and the U-wing in the Lego Advent calendars, and someone in there in the live chat said, if you just guess a letter and put wing, you'll eventually guess what the ships are called, because I'm pretty bad with Star Wars and I don't know what all the ships are called. So I thought that was kind of funny, and I figured I would say a letter is in the name of the ship builds for this build. So there we go. But yeah, if you want to throw a guess down below in the comments of what you think the set might be, I'll shout you out in the live that comes up on January 5th there, if you end up guessing it. All right, let's quickly move to the Q&A section here. And Seth, as I mentioned, Seth asked me a question last week of, do I do New Year's resolutions? And Seth, my man, I'm going to save that question for next week. I will put that in the back pocket for 1 week, and I'm going to pull out a Seth back pocket question here, and I'm actually doing this one right off the cusp of my head. I didn't even really put much thought into this, but Seth asks me, if you could be an animal, what would you be? Now, although I haven't put much thought into this in this very moment of what I'm going to answer, I think about this question not often, but often enough that I can guarantee you it's something that flies, because whenever I look up at the sky and I see birds flying around, or even planes, helicopters, anything like that, one thing I really wish if I could go back, I think, and redo my life over, I think I would try and be a airplane pilot. I think that is probably one of the coolest things ever. Anytime I'm at work and I look up, and if you know the Moncton area at all, where my P.O. box is, there's an airport very close, and there's planes going in and out all the time. And anytime I look at, I still feel like I'm a little kid that's amazed at them. Every time I see them landing and going up into the air, I just think, man, like the guy or gal that is flying that plane right now has such a cool job and probably lives such a cool life and just gets to travel all over this planet, and here I am stuck on the ground on my 2 feet. But yeah, so anyhow, I would probably say, I think I would be like a bald eagle. I think eagles have such an amazing wingspan. They're really cool birds, and I would just love to be something that could fly. There's another bird that's called, like, I think it's the shoebill. If you've never seen a shoebill, go check out a shoebill. They're pretty crazy. But no, I would definitely probably pick a bald eagle. It's like one of those apex flying predators. I imagine, like, everything else in the sky is probably terrified of bald eagles. And I watched a video once where, like, eagles were fighting each other, and it's like, man, that is crazy. But yeah, if I could be any animal, I think it'd definitely be something that would be up in the air and can fly around and just have the freedom to fly wherever you want. I think that's so cool. Very amazed at birds of flight, so I think that would definitely be one that I would choose to be. If I could pick an animal on the ground, I think I would go with, like, I don't know, Komodo dragon or something, like something just absolutely crazy. Snakes are pretty cool too. I think like a king cobra or something. Snakes are pretty cool too. Yeah. Anyhow, I figured I would at least give you a little bit of a mention. When I clear out all the shelves, this is what happens. Boxes just start piling up. I store a lot of my Lego in boxes after I've bagged them all up and put them away. So yeah, the boxes just kind of pile up, and I turned on the camera. It was in view, and I said, yeah, that's appropriate. So there you go. All right, thank you for sticking around with me to the end. If you've been here this long, I really appreciate you. If you could like the video, I would also really appreciate that. Throw some comments down below. I need questions to answer for the Q&A. I've got 2 left in the back pocket, both from Seth, ironically. The New Year's one, and we got one other one, do I like camping? And I figured it's winter time, so I wouldn't answer that one this time. So technically I have 1 back pocket question. But yeah, throw some comments down below, ask some questions, let me know what you thought of the podcast. Let me know what you think of the new sets coming out. There's lots of crazy stuff. Be kind. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. That would be really appreciative as well. Have a safe and happy holidays, everybody that's out there. Do your best to be kind to each other. That's really all I can say. This is that time of year where you got to get through. The New Year's coming. This is an exciting time for me, though. I love Christmas. It's probably one of my favorite times a year. And then it's just going to be gone. It comes and it goes so quickly. So yeah, if you've made it this long, really appreciate you. Thank you very much. We will see you next week in the next podcast for some kind of New Year's episode. Yeah, so take care, everybody. Woo!